I have two lovely children, Riley and Amy. Riley is 7 and Amy is 3. When I was expecting Riley, I was teaching in Grand Rapids Public Kindergarten. Loved my job so much, but I was struggling. I was really, really anxious about what would happen after my son was born. We had an original plan of I was gonna have a home birth with the doula and everything was gonna be all natural, and then as things progressed, the pregnancy got more and more complicated. I got more and more fearful, and it got to a point where I didn't want Riley to be born because I was so scared about what was going to happen. It was such a complicated birth, and it was so scary because nobody was listening to what I wanted.
So I had my first child in 2015. I was excited to be a mom. I was ready to be a mom. And I had the traditional, as what I used to always hear, normal pregnancy, that it was easy. Didn't really have much sickness or anything like that. Up until the day I had my first child. He was an emergency C-section and he weighed 2 pounds, 8 ounces. And the reason why he came into the world early is because I had a blood clot that was growing inside my placenta for the past month, and it was blocking him from getting any nutrients. Us having that led to me having an emergency C-section and him being in the NICU for the first month of his life. I remember my doctor saying, some things with our body is just science and we don't know why it happens. I had severe mom blues and mom guilt, and I dealt with a lot of that.
My whole life I wanted to be a mom, and we finally got pregnant and had our first little boy, and he was a premature baby, so we spent some time in the NICU. It wasn't until actually our second son that I realized that all these symptoms that I had during my first year of my first son, Brody's life, was part of postpartum depression. I thought I was just an overtired first-time mom and having crazy thoughts, very vivid visions of him being hurt and me being hurt sometimes as well. If I would give him baths, all of a sudden I would picture me slipping and hitting my head and knocking out and my son drowning. Putting him in a car seat and then the car getting hijacked and the hijacker taking the car seat and throwing it out the road while he's driving away and my baby rolling. So very intrusive, scary, vivid thoughts.
I'm a mom of 2. My daughter, Brenda, is 10 years old, and getting pregnant with her was a miracle. I was told that I couldn't have kids. When Brenda came, it wasn't the perfect circumstances by any means. My mom had just passed away, and right after Brenda was born, my father passed away. There were lots of complications with Brenda's birth, gestational diabetes and an emergency C-section, but even with those, it was a euphoric experience. And fast forward, Brenda was 8 years old. I found out I was pregnant with my second child. But my experience with that pregnancy was completely different than it was with Brenda. It was a very painful, hard experience. I didn't have a lot of support with my second pregnancy, and I also wasn't prepared financially or even physically or even in my relationship to have another child.
When I found out I was pregnant, I was in shock because, for one, I could barely take care of myself, let alone think about taking care of a child. The prenatal depression kicked in. I was super tomboy and always hung out with my brothers. Didn't really know how to be a girly girl, and when I found out I was having a girl, I just cried because how am I gonna be a girl mom? I cried and I cried and I cried. I had no idea. Extremely depressed, I was homeless. How am I gonna be able to support my baby? And then I found out I was sick. I had stage 3 kidney failure at the time, and time of delivery, she pushed me to stage 5. And so how am I gonna be able to take care of a child when I'm sick? How am I gonna be able to afford a child when I was homeless?
More people struggle with depression and suicidal thoughts and the I'm a bad mom kind of thoughts than you have any idea. because we don't talk about it, and we should. Asking for help and reaching out and seeing how can I help others after you've gone through the journey yourself is kind of what life should be about. You can see that Amy is just a little bundle of sunshine and Riley's a little bundle of energy. They don't need a little anxious mess. They want someone who's present and capable of letting them take risks. I feel like the support of home visiting really gave me that, and reaching out and leaning on my friends as well.
Before I became a mom, I was always this person that had it together. Until I became a parent and my kids decided to send me through a lot of detours. And it taught me that I don't always have to be strong all the time, so it's okay to ask for help. I joined a support group for new moms. Sometimes it's nice to have that person that can relate, or they might have a totally different perspective and help me see through my own.
So a lot of stuff gets brushed off as the baby blues, but it may be a little bit more. Just know that even if you're struggling with any of these issues, does not make you a bad parent or that you don't love your children. It has nothing to do with the bond or the feelings that you have with your children. You and your children can get through this, and there is support out there. You don't have to fight as long or alone.
Being a mother is amazing, and I absolutely love being able to watch my daughter Brenda and my son James grow. They're perfect in every way, and I wouldn't change my journey. I wouldn't change anything. It's made me the mom that I am. It's made me capable of being there for other mothers. It's made me be a mom that my kids can look up to and know that it's okay not to have all the answers, and it's okay not to be okay all the time.
I beat myself up a lot about a lot of things. I thought I was the cause of my daughter's cerebral palsy. I thought that was because of the things that I did. But the doctors reassured me that I'm doing a good job now. If you see my daughter now, you can't tell that she has cerebral palsy. I've given her all the interventions for her to have a better future.
We're growing in parenthood together. We shouldn't have to grow alone or go alone because we're stronger together as a community.